Try not to get us killed on the way there.
Sorry, Nico. Take your time. Go home already.
Hey, do you do parties? Perfect timing.
Spiele auf der leistungsstärksten Konsole der Welt.
All right, there you go. Devil May Cry 5 confirmed. Wrong in there, but March 8th, 2019.
They switched the dates back and forth in Europe. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's August. It's much sooner than that. It's March.
Yeah, March 8th. Now, here to give us more details on how the game is shaping up is Itsuna-san and Matt from Capcom. How are y'all doing today?
Good, how you doing, man?
You know what? I got to match your excitement, so I'm doing that great. I am doing that great.
People are finally getting a chance to play the game here at Gamescom for the first time.
We did yesterday.
We
and
did.
If there's a better demo here at Gamescom, I mean, no disrespect to anything that we've seen before, but I'd be very impressed if there's something better here.
Look, we really appreciate it. We are super excited. It's been amazing all day long. It's been the longest line from what I can tell, and it's just such an honor to have so many people excited about the game, you know?
So let's talk about the game. In playing, immediately it became clear there are entirely new mechanics in Devil May Cry 5, starting with Heroes
The
Art.
Devil Breakers, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have my sleeve here. Exactly. So the Devil Breakers are the new system for Nero that is going to give him a chance to experiment with all kinds of new gameplay. There's going to be 8 different standard Devil Breakers that players are going to be able to use, and there's all kinds of different moves that you could do with the Devil Breakers that you couldn't do before in Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that action here.
Look at that, there you go, we're jumping
also
right
seeing,
in.
tell us about this boss here.
All right, yeah, well it turns out, so this is the boss fight that everybody playing the Gamescom demo is getting a chance to play. This is the Goliath. Fun fact, the Goliath is based on our buddy Brian, who's the brand manager in Europe for Devil May Cry, at least that's what I'm telling people. And
He's huge.
He's huge, exactly. He's huge and he's got a big booming voice just like this guy. So here we go. Already we're starting with this, right? Itano-san.
Yeah.
Taking a look here. What's going on with the Goliath here? Look at this.
ここでね、切り替えて、バスタ
That's
ーン。
right, that's right.
Bust down.
So this is exclusive to Inside Xbox right here. You see this, he just switched over to the Buster Arm, which is Nico's way of trying to replicate the Devil Bringer. Boom! Oh, I love the
when I
pose.
did this
I love
fight,
the
I
pose.
was not able
Right?
to do that.
He was
Right.
doing that to us.
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely.
we
I got
both
tossed
came-
around.
oh,
So,
we came so
well, and that's
close.
the thing. You guys didn't have the chance to play as that because we don't have that in this build. That's an exclusive just for Inside Xbox to show you guys one of the special Devil Breakers that you can use in the game that we don't have the build today.
That's why we do.
All right,
win.
I got it. That's
Yeah.
why
That's
we
why.
do.
That's why.
we do.
That's why you guys
I've
lost.
got to
That's all.
admit, I'm a bit new to the franchise, and I dabbled a bit in 4, but Devil May Cry 5 is going to be my first foray into it. I need to know the setup. What do I need to know about this game? Tell me a bit about the story.
Look, Devil May Cry is a game about Dante and Nero and the descendants of Sparta who are taking on demons, okay? So that's kind of the gist of it anyways. If you want to know how to get into Devil May Cry 5, I would suggest on Xbox Game Pass, you're going to get the chance to play Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. So I'd say check that out, and that'll give you a nice warm-up for what you can play in Devil May Cry 5.
All right, sounds good.
All right, why don't we look at a little bit more gameplay, and Itsuno-san, perhaps you'll tell us what we're seeing here.
Sounds good. Yeah,
All right, so it's a little bit more of the Goliath here, I think, from the beginning, and we just saw a cool grapple move.
That's right, that's right. そうですね、ワイヤースナッチやりましたね。
ワイヤースナッチだとよく見たら EX アクトもね結構使ってるんで。
そうですよね。So you're right. There is this wire move that he's doing. This is actually an approximation of one of the moves you can do with the Devil Bringer in Devil May Cry 4. You can still do that in here, and whether you have a Devil Breaker or not, you can always do that move. You'll also notice though that there's this gauge in the top left corner that charges up. That's something called you can do something called the EX Act. And that's a move that if you time your button press just right, you're going to rev up your sword right after doing an attack and strengthen your next attack.
I wish we had talked to you before we had played.
Before we
That's
play,
right,
because
man.
I
You should talk to
actually,
us.
I'll ask you this right now. There's melee, there's obviously the guns that you carry, and there's your Devil Breaker, right? What do I need to know going in? What's the best way to chain combos, get that best ranking?
The best way to chain combos is to do a whole bunch of different moves. Real quick here, but look at this. So
Hit that
here, Nero's using the Gerbera Devil Breaker.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that he's got a supercharged move that you can do with that. And what he just did right there is called the Pedal Ray. That's this move that bounces lasers off the walls. It's actually the most effective in small environments because every time it bounces, you're gonna find that it actually gets stronger. So it was really smart of our guy, Yoshida-san, he's the one doing the gameplay here, to use that move in that environment. But to get back to your question, so Nero's got the Red Queen and the Blue Rose that he's had from Devil May Cry 4, so both melee attacks and gun attacks they can use at a distance, as well as these Devil Breakers, which are new to the series.
And there's a bit of a risk reward, I feel like, with the Devil Breakers. Like if you rely on them too much, you lose that arm, right?
Exactly, you're correct. What's going to happen is there's a couple different ways that they can break. You notice in the bottom right corner here that you actually have a limited number of Devil Breakers at any given time. And so if you take damage while you're using a Devil Breaker, they could break. Or if you do one of their super moves, then that could break it. Or then finally, there's another one called Breakaway, where if you hit the left bumper, you're gonna break one completely. But you can do that on purpose. And the reason you would want to do that is, A, if you want to switch over to one of the Devil Breakers in your inventory, or B, if you're in a sticky situation, that acts as an emergency of fate.
All right. Well, in our last few seconds, do you have any shout outs that you want to give?
Man, I do. Actually, I want to give a big shout out to the dev team in Osaka because they're doing a fantastic job. They're working hard every night. Yoshida-san, Ikeda-san、みんなにね、頑張っていただきたいですよね。
そうですね。今最後の調整で頑張ってるんで大阪で。
ね、本当にそうですよね。They're working on their butts off right now on doing the final adjustments to the game right now. Also, just a real quick shout out to the Devil May Cry 5 Resetter Discord. Lots of really nice people in there. But yeah, that's where we go, man. Devil May Cry 5 coming out March 8th, 2019, and we're gonna find out more about the game at TGS.
All right.
I know you guys are probably wondering about Dante.
I'm wondering a lot. There's a lot that I need to catch up on.
Right?
That is next
coming
month.
up soon. We have to go to Tokyo now.
Yeah, well,
Tune in to
we
TGS,
have a
man.
business justification. We're there.
Come on
Thank you
over.
so much for joining us. We absolutely appreciate it. And for those of you Game Pass subscribers, keep in mind you can play Devil May Cry 4 SE right now.